Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at a brand new electric skateboard from Lycaon. Now this board has some very interesting specs to take a look at, along with some cool features. This board supposedly goes over 30 miles per hour, which might make it one of the best boards in this category. Sweet bike.
That's cool.
So the interesting thing about this board is actually the choice of deck that they chose to use. Now if you look at this deck is actually made out of maple. So it's not a flexi deck, it's more of a stiff deck, and that's because this board has got some serious speed to it. I'll go ahead and just do a quick flex test. As you can see, there's very little, almost no flex on it. It's a stiff board, and that's on purpose. It's for stability at the faster speeds. Again, this can go supposedly up to 31 miles per hour. We're going to be putting that to the test. But some of the cool things about this board, there's really nice concave to the deck and a little micro drop down right here, so it actually goes down a little bit lower, again for more stability. They definitely took a lot of inspiration from downhill speed type boards for this board, unlike the cruiser flexi longboards that you normally see. There's also some W concave right here in the middle that should lock your feet in. Again, more of that downhill reference that they're going for over here. Underneath, beefy battery right in this enclosure. I'm not the biggest fan of it. It feels just a little plasticky, but I mean, when I'm riding it, I'm not gonna see it. It's got a 466 watt-hour battery, which should give us around 20 to 25 miles of range. The design of this board is very simple yet aesthetically pleasing. I'm a fan of it. I think that when it comes to design, less is more. I think this looks pretty good. For the motors, this uses a dual belt drive system, but you can actually swap it out to hub motors if you want very easily. The ESC on here is the new Smart Hobby Wing ESC, and it'll recognize what motors you're using. And one cool thing is, you can actually turn the board on with the remote. You don't need to bend down and touch the board. Yeah. Trucks that it's using are some Paris clones. Interestingly, the hub motor actually has caliber clones. These trucks are all right. The wheels are 78A durometer 90mm longboard wheels. They also feel okay. Nothing outstanding about them, but nothing bad. The board feels really good under your feet. There's a lot of board control because of the W concave and on the edges where it raises up. The micro drop feels good. Yeah, what do you think?
I feel locked in.
Very small, but it does drop down in the middle just a little bit. I am interested to see how that feels at speed, so let's go ahead and just go for a test ride and try it out. When they designed this board, it seems like they had speed in mind, so we're just gonna go through all the different speed modes and see how fast we go in each of them. Starting off with low. This is 1 out of 4. The acceleration was pretty smooth right off the bat. Ooh. All right, we're topped out at speed mode 1 right now. Ooh, this is feeling pretty nice. Oh, it carves pretty good. I didn't think it would carve like this because it felt kind of stiff. I didn't loosen the trucks at all. But the question of the day is, can you change speed modes while riding? You can. Oh, that brake is good. All right, speed mode 2 out of 4. This is their M, so middle speed mode. Whew. Oh yeah, super stable on this board. This is a good setup for speed. Oh yeah, they knew what they were doing here. Woo. Not sure how fast we're going, probably around 30 kilometers an hour, which is something in miles. And the brakes. Brakes are a little bit stronger than yours. Stopped a little faster. Can't change brake modes on this. Yeah, but they were pretty smooth brakes. Now we're gonna try high mode. We're just gonna 420 blaze it up. Oh. Surprisingly, this board isn't too loud. Oh, I let go of it for a sec. It's a little scary. Oh, are we racing? We racing now? Uh-oh. Oh, no. Yeah, you got me. I don't know how fast we went. Brakes and high. No, the brakes are really good on this board. They're not too strong, they're just strong enough. Torque is there too. And it's, okay. I was about to say it's not too strong, it's pretty controllable. It's a very, very smooth brake and acceleration. I am impressed. Before I go into the highest speed mode, do you want to try it out?
No, you can.
No, man, you got it.
No, it's okay.
No.
Okay.
Please, Abby.
Okay.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, it's nice. It's stable. Fast speeds. You don't feel. I didn't feel any wobbles.
I'm a little terrified. Going 30 standing on a piece of wood is a little scary. And we've only been riding this board for a little bit, but so far it feels pretty stable. Excited to try it out. All right, from a standstill, let's see how the torque is affected and what we can get in terms of top speed. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, whoa, yeah, definitely more torque for sure. We lost Andrew back there. Woo! Oh my God. That was incredible. Morgan goes so fast. It felt like I could have gone a little more too, but oh my God. That was amazing. And the brakes feel a tad tighter in Pro. I lost you. You know, over sidewalks and some bumps, I would expect this board to feel like horrible, but it's not too bad. I mean, I do feel like the little cracks and stuff, but I think the wide wheelbase makes it all right. Like, it's not too bad at all. Oh, there's some bumps on the road. I have my trucks pretty tight still, but the board carves pretty good. We're riding right by the Ronald. Oh my God! I didn't know what that was. I thought it was like a wild animal, but it turned out to be plastic bag with some garbage. You gotta be careful on these turns. They're like a blind turn, and there could be like a jogger or a really fast biker on there. Ew. Whoa. Yeah. Oh God. A big ass bump. Yeah! Oh! The speed on this board is so fun. Andrew's like way back there. I'm always scared to go over 30, but this board's pretty stable. How was that bump?
That one right there?
Yeah.
Not fun.
Not fun?
Not fun.
Okay. I gotcha. So on this ride, I rode the Lycaon Swift from 100% to 0% battery. I want to start my evaluation by taking a look at what the manufacturer says versus the specs I got in real life. When it comes to top speed, they claim 31 miles per hour or 50 kilometers an hour. In this category, and I'm talking about versus like the X-Way Flex, Backfire Zealot, and the Meepo NLS Belt, that makes this board the fastest board out there. And I got 30.4 miles per hour in my speed test. And just a note, that's coming at 185 pounds plus an armored jacket and all the other gear, and it was like 40 degrees Fahrenheit outside, so it's pretty cold. I love the speed on this board. Going fast is fun, and this board is certainly pretty fast. When it comes to range, they claim somewhere between 20 to 25 miles, depending on how you ride, the terrain, and your weight, of course. In my personal test, I got exactly that, 20 miles of range, and that's actually going pretty fast. We were averaging about 20 miles per hour, and again, it was cold outside, So I'm actually really impressed by the range that I got with this board. I wouldn't be surprised if you were riding in speed mode 1 and you were able to get like 30 miles of range out of this. But we know that's not how people actually ride, so with real world riding, in my tests, I got 20 miles. Keep in mind, mostly flat, small hills in my area, nothing big. What I was really impressed with was the voltage sag of this board, or rather how little voltage sag there was. Even with 0 bars of battery showing on the remote, 18 miles into the ride, I was still able to cruise comfortably at a 30 kilometers an hour or 20 plus miles per hour. In the last miles when it started to go kind of slow at around 10 miles per hour or lower. But to go that fast at that low of a battery, I am very impressed. Likes. What do I like about this board? I really like the deck. The micro drop on it is very subtle, but you can actually feel it when you're riding. It really does help with the stability. And the concave on the edges is mellow-ish. It's not too intense, but with the W in the middle, it gives you a lot of board feel, so you feel like you have a lot of control when you're standing on top of it. This isn't a flexi longboard deck, and I'm okay with it. At these speeds, I kind of want something a little more stable, and it's nice to see something a little different out in the market. I really like the braking. It was very responsive and strong, but not so strong where it would throw you off. I think they did a really good job tuning these brakes. The acceleration curve was pretty smooth too. Good amount of torque, but not overly torquey to where I would like fall off. It's definitely there. It's not like a rocket or anything, but it is there. The wheels are fine, the bushing setup's fine, the trucks are fine too. I like that the rear truck is 8 inches, making it wider, so it's actually, it does help with stability. Both me and Andrew agreed on that. I was trying to think of things that I didn't like about this board, and really the only things I could think of didn't actually have to do anything with how this board rides or performs. It's actually just their shipping time. The standard free shipping is like 40 to 50 days. That's like a month and a half plus. They do have an option for 10 to 15 days, but it does cost a little extra. In the future, I hope to see that time go down when there's more US stock. I'm not the biggest fan with the way the enclosures look, but it's not the biggest deal in the world because it's underneath the board. Still need to try out the hub version of it. It's kind of cool that you can swap it out. Belts, hubs. We've seen this before from X-Way. Oh, one thing is swapping these out because there's no app. There's like some buttons and controls you'd have to press on the remote. It would probably take like 5 minutes or so, but it's a little more complicated than the way X-Way does it. But yeah, there's that. But it is nice that they have the option so that if you wanted to try hubs, you can get it with hubs. And if you had buyer's remorse and were like, I needed belts, you could order the belt system. So that's cool. I definitely need to ride this board a lot more, but these are my initial impressions. To wrap it up, in this category of belt-driven longboards, got the best speed, best range, priced right around the middle of all the boards. You can save some money if you use the code Ronnie. I'll leave that link down below. But I want to know, what are your thoughts on the Swift? How do you think it compares to the other boards out in the market right now? Let me know in the comments section down below. And if you made it this far into the video, a thumbs up is greatly appreciated. It helps more than you know with the YouTube algorithm, and I think it's guaranteed to get you like 2-3 more miles of range. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to be a part of the Stoked squad so you don't miss out on any future uploads. And until next time, guys, stay stoked. I'm out. Peace.